morning, all of you. Today we will start with a new topic in English language, adverbs. Okay, so who will tell me what are adverbs?
Ma'am, may I tell Iram?
Yes, Iram?
Ma'am, adverbs are those words which qualify, which tell more about verbs.
Only verbs?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, Prakhar?
Ma'am, a word that adds more information about a place, time, manner, degree, to a verb is called adverb.
Okay, anyone else?
Ma'am, may I
Uh, Iram and Prakhar have said that they add something more to the meaning of a verb. Yes, anyone else wants to add to that definition?
Krishna?
Yes, Krishna?
A word that adds more information about place, time, manner, cause, or degree to a verb and or adjective, a phrase, or another adverb.
Okay, so an adverb adds more meaning to a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Alright? Three things. It adds more to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Understood that much? Okay. Now
Yes.
if we say he speaks loudly. Okay? He speaks loudly. So, he is a pronoun, speaks is
Verb. Ma'am, verb.
verb, and how he speaks?
Ma'am, loudly.
Loudly. So, it is adding
Loudly.
more to the meaning of a verb here. So, loudly here would be an adverb. Okay? Now, another example. She is wearing a very pretty dress. She is wearing a very pretty dress. Okay. She, what is she?
Noun.
Yes?
Pronoun.
Pronoun?
Ma'am, pronoun.
Okay. Is
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, helping verb.
Ma'am,
helping verb.
helping
Okay.
verbs. Ma'am, auxiliary.
Okay. Auxiliary verb or
Yes,
helping
ma'am.
verb. Wearing.
Ma'am, verb.
Ma'am, verb.
Verb. A
Ma'am, article.
article. Dress. What is dress?
Article.
Article.
Ma'am, noun.
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 Right. Okay. So, dress is noun. Which word adds more to the meaning of a noun?
Ma'am, pretty. Ma'am, adjective.
Adjective. Pretty dress. So, what would be
Ma'am,
pretty here? Pretty would be
Ma'am, adjective.
adjective. Alright, now
Adjective.
we can say that she is wearing a pretty dress. Now that is also complete, that she is wearing a pretty dress. But so here pretty is adjective. Now if we want to add more to an adjective and we say that she is wearing a very pretty dress. So very here is adding more to the meaning of an adjective. So here very would be an adverb. Understood? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Another
Yes, ma'am.
example. Raj speaks too loudly. Raj speaks too loudly. Okay. Raj is
Ma'am, noun.
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 speaks
Ma'am, proper noun. Yes,
speaks
ma'am. Ma'am, verb. Verb.
loudly loudly
Ma'am, adverb.
Ma'am,
adverb
adverb.
and to
Ma'am,
TWO,
Ma'am,
that is also an adverb.
second person.
It is also an adverb because what I told you, what is an adverb? It adds more to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So it can add more to the meaning of another adverb also. So how loudly he speaks? He speaks too loudly or very loudly. Okay. So too also here would be an adverb. So it adds more to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Now let's look in brief at some of the kinds of adverbs. Okay, first is adverb of manner. So what will adverb of manner tell? That how an action happens. Alright, fast, slow, nicely, cleverly, well. Okay, so manner, what does it tell? How anything is being done. Then adverb of time, as the name suggests, what will it tell? The time. Okay, when an action happens, so it will tell the time when an action happens. Then adverb of place, obviously it will tell us the place where the action will happen. Like for example, here, there, near, up, off, down. Then adverb of frequency. Now that tells us that how often a particular action happens. How often? Alright. So like it could be daily. Right. Always. Then never. Rarely. So all these tell the frequency of an action. Then we have adverb of degree. Now what it tells that to what level or to what extent, level or extent to which a quality exists. Like if we say he is too weak to walk, he is almost never late. So we are telling the degree of the quality, that he is mostly punctual. Alright, he is almost never late. So we are telling the degree or the extent to which a quality exists. Then you have sentence adverbs here. Now sentence adverbs, what we have seen, that adverbs normally add something more to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Now sometimes adverbs modify the whole sentence. Sometimes they do not modify just a part of speech. Alright, they do not just modify a part of speech, like they do not only modify an adjective, verb or an adverb, but they modify the entire sentence. For example, luckily I had brought my umbrella with me. Alright, so it is not modifying any particular part of speech, but it is modifying the entire or the whole sentence, and that is why it is called as a sentence adverb. Then interrogative adverbs, as the name suggests, they help us to ask the questions like why are you so sad, where has he gone, and like that. Then there are some other adverbs also, like adverb of reason. Now they tell us the reason or the purpose of an action, that why a particular action took place, what was the reason behind it. Okay, like if I say he is unwell, therefore he could not come to the party. So I am telling you the reason why he could not come to the party. Why he could not come to the party? Because he was unwell. So he was unwell, therefore. So here therefore would be an adverb, adverb of reason. Then there's also an adverb of affirmation, means you affirm something, you confirm something. Like yes, they are coming tonight. It was truly an awesome experience. He'll certainly help you. So we confirm something, that he is sure to help you. That yes, they will be coming tonight. So certainly, yes, they are here adverbs of affirmation. Then likewise we have adverbs of negation also, means you negate something, say no to something. No, you cannot go alone. So no here would be an adverb of negation. He is not here. Not here would be an adverb of negation. So these are the different kinds of adverbs that we'll deal with in this chapter. So if you turn the page, you come to page 38. you find the first exercise here, and now some adverbs are given here, and you have to write them according to their type in the column given below. I think this all of you can do on your own, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then they have given the use of adverbs. Now this I have already told you the use of adverbs. I have already given you the sentences through which we can use the different adverbs. So we will move on, and we will see that how the same word can be used as an adjective and also as an adverb. So we'll have a look at that how the same word can be used as both adjective also and an adverb also. Now the first example here, see, write on the back page. Which page? Back page. Page is what here?
Yes, ma'am. I'm back.
Page
Ma'am,
is,
object.
it is a noun, right?
Ma'am,
It is an object. It is a noun, right? Which
Yes,
word
ma'am.
Yes,
qualifies a noun?
Yes, ma'am.
Which word qualifies a noun? An adjective. All right, an adjective.
Adjective.
So here back would be what?
Adjective.
Back page. Which page? Back page. So it is adding more information to the meaning of a noun. Hence here back is used as an adjective. Okay. Now another example. Why are you looking back? If I say why are you looking back, then back here is not used as an adjective, but here it is being used as an
Adverb.
adverb. Why?
Adverb.
Because it is adding more to the meaning of a verb here. Why are you looking? Looking where? Looking back. Okay, so it is adding more to the meaning of a verb. Hence here back is an adverb. So there are some words which can be used as both an adjective also and as an adverb also, but obviously in different sentences. Then see the last example here, or even the second. The river is deep. So deep here is an adjective because what it is describing? The river. What is deep?
River.
The river is deep.
River.
And if we use the same word deep in a different sentence, he went deep into the subject. Alright, so here deep is modifying what? The verb went. Okay, where did he go? He went deep in the subject. So here the word deep is used as an adverb. So same words, sometimes they can be used both as an adjective also and as an adverb also, but obviously in different sentences. Now let us look at the position of adverb. Adverb of manner. Now they come after the verb. See the first example here. After the verb. She walks slowly. Walks is what here?
Verb.
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 Right
Verb.
after the verb. Okay, after the verb, slowly. Slowly is an adverb. An adverb of manner. How is she walking? She is walking slowly. Understood? Or after the object if there is one. Or in the sentence, if the sentence does not have an object, then it will come right after the verb. But if the sentence has an object also, then it will come after the object. See the second example here. I eat food
Ma'am,
quickly.
I have not understood.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes,
this
ma'am, me too.
second one.
Sentence. A sentence. First one, look here. She walks slowly. In the first sentence, do we have an object here? Any object?
No, ma'am.
We have a subject, we have a verb, but we don't have an object. But if you look at the second example, I eat food. We have a subject. What is the subject?
Food.
Food.
Subject.
Food.
Ma'am, eat.
Ma'am, I. Ma'am, I.
Okay.
My
I.
What is the verb?
Ma'am,
Eat.
Eat.
What is the object of the verb eat? What do I eat?
food.
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 Food. Okay. So it is coming after the object. What is the object here? Food. So I eat food quickly. You do not say I eat quickly food. Can you say that?
No, ma'am.
No,
Right,
ma'am.
that would be a wrong sentence. So what they are saying is that if a sentence has an object, then you place the adverb of manner after the object. If it does not have an object, then you place the adverb of manner just after the verb. Is it okay? Iram, understood
Yes,
better?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Now, if the object has a preposition before it, then we can use the adverb either after the object or before the preposition. See the example. Leave the word sincerely for a moment. I wish for your success. Alright. So, see, your success here is the object, and the object, your success is the object here, and before it has a preposition. What is the preposition before it?
For.
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 Okay. So they are basically telling you the different ways, or the means the different types of sentences. If like it is a simple sentence, do not have a preposition and all. Now if the sentence has an object also, has a preposition also, like it is an object also and it has a preposition also before it. So in case the object has a preposition before it, then we can use the adverb either after the object or even before the preposition. So we can use this sincerely even after your success, or we can use it even before for. So we can say I wish sincerely for your success, or we can also say I wish for your success sincerely, and both would be correct. Okay. All right. Now if the object is long, then the adverb is placed before the verb. If the object is long, I leave carefully. I collected. What did I collect? All the forms filled up by the students. So if the object is long, then you place the adverb before the verb. What is the verb here in this sentence?
Ma'am, collected.
And that is why we have put carefully before collected. Otherwise, see, in the first thing that we have done, that adverb of manner, they usually come after the verb or after the object if there is one. But those were where we have no object, or we had only just a simple object, not a very long object. But in case you have a very long object, so you have to keep that in mind also. If you have a very long object, then the adverb would be placed before the verb. If the object is small, then you place the adverb after the object. Okay? Alright, so that is all the time we have for today. We will continue with it when we meet tomorrow.